So I'm just going to start out by showing with you what I'm going to be seasoning the chicken with. I'm just going to be using this garlic powder here, the Sassoon Complete Seasoning Mix, and some onion powder. Not going to season the chicken. I'm just going to put the seasoning in the water because the chicken is going to be submerged in the water anyway. And then here I have 2 packages of chicken. I have chicken thighs, and then I have a package of chicken legs. I am going to be boiling the chicken with the skin on, bone in both packages. I don't think I'm going to use the entire, or I may use it all, because once the chicken is done, I'm going to pull it out of the pot, remove the skin and the bone, and I'm going to take the chicken and put it back into the broth. I like to use dark meat when I'm making my chicken soup because I think it makes the soup more flavorful that way. And then here I have a bag of spinach. I like to put spinach in my chicken soup. I like to just put it in there once the soup is done and just let the water finish cooking the spinach. I don't do it all the time, but when I am shopping for the soup and I see the spinach, I go ahead and grab it. And plus the kids like it too. And here I have some Orzo pasta that I'm going to be using today. Usually I use wide egg noodles, but today I decided to try something different. So I'm going to be using this Orzo pasta. And again, just like the spinach, I'm just going to put about 1.5 cups or maybe a cup of this pasta once the chicken and all of the contents of the soup is finished cooking, so that the pasta will not overcook. So I won't be boiling the pasta. I'll just pour it inside of the hot broth and let it finish cooking that way. Then I have some chicken stock and some chicken broth. The chicken stock, I have a little less than half contents in here. And I'm glad I didn't waste any more money and buy another chicken broth because I have 2 more in my cabinet. So I'm glad about that. And then over here, I have some minced garlic and olive oil. Now, I should have picked up more of that because I use garlic in just about everything that I cook on a daily basis. And then I have here some celery. Here's some fresh celery. I like using the leaves from the celery when I'm making my soup as well. And then here I have some fresh thyme that I'm going to be using in the soup too. And I have my onion here. And I have some scallion or green onion here that I'm going to be using. And last but not least, I have a fresh carrot. I did pick up some carrots that's in a bag that's already peeled and cleaned, but when I'm making my chicken soup, I like to use a fresh carrot because I think it makes the soup taste so much better. So guys, I am going to clean the chicken, cut and wash the vegetables, and we are going to start on this chicken soup because what better day than to do it today, because today was a snow day and school is closed and work is closed. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started, and it's starting to stick actually. It was supposed to start last night, but it didn't. It just started about an hour ago and it is really sticking. So we're gonna go ahead and get this soup started. They did not even come and pick up the garbage. Oh my goodness. I don't even think that they're coming to get the garbage today. Garbage cans is outside. Guys, so the vegetables are all washed up and cut. I have my celery leaves here. I have my thyme back here. I have my white onion, my carrots. I like to chop them in 2 or in half, since I only had 1. And then I have my green onion or scallion, and then I cut up 4 stalks of celery. And then I just have my seasonings back there, my stock, and I have my cleaned and washed chicken. And I'm going to be using this Rachel Ray stock pot. So I'm going to go ahead and put this onto the stove. I'm going to use about 2 cups of water, and then I'm going to pour the stock inside of here. I'm going to go ahead and put the thyme, the celery, and the onions inside. I'm not going to put the carrots in yet because carrots can tend to overcook and I don't like them overcooked. And so yeah, we're going to come back after I put the things inside of the pot. All right, so here is the seasonings inside of the pot with the chicken. I do not measure my seasonings as I stated once before. And also I forgot to mention, I did go ahead and put a tablespoon of the minced garlic inside of here. So that is what it is looking like. And now I have added all of the celery leaves, half of the white onions, all of the thyme, half of the green onions, and half of the celery. I am not going to put the carrots in there just yet. Once I remove the skin and the bone from the chicken, that is when I will add my carrots. And I'm just going to put a top on here, cook it on medium high for about an hour, and then I'm going to remove the skin and the bone. Alright guys, so here is the chicken boiling. I am getting ready to remove the skin and the bone from the chicken and just return the meat into the pot. I am going to be going ahead and adding the other chicken broth, the rest of the vegetables, and I'm saving the orzo and the spinach for the last thing to add into the soup. So we will be right back. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I have removed all of the skin and the bone from the chicken, and the meat is just still in here cooking. Alright, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in more of this chicken broth here. And here is the bone and the skin and the stems from the thyme. And then my other stuff is just back here. And I'm going to go ahead and put it into the pot. Okay, so I've added the rest of the vegetables back into the pot, and I just sprinkled some more black pepper into the soup. I am going to cover this again. I'm going to cook it for about 30 minutes on medium high, and then I am going to come back and show you what it is looking like. Okay, so as you can see, the carrots are just about done. I am getting ready to put the orzo and the spinach inside of here. And as you can also tell, I did not, when I take the chicken off the bone, I don't like to shred it. I just like to have it in chunks. I don't like to shred the chicken because it still has to finish cooking and it will fall apart that way. But I like to keep it as whole as possible. Alright, so as promised, here is the spinach. It is washed off in a strainer. And here is my orzo pasta. I have about a cup and a half here. Hopefully it is enough. I am going to put it inside of the pot. Alright guys, so here is the finished product of the soup with the orzo pasta and the spinach on the inside. I am getting ready to make a bowl of this and dig right on in. Okay guys, wow, look at this soup. It looks absolutely delicious. I cannot wait to taste it. And I forgot to tell you guys that I had added another 2 cups of water because, as you know, with pasta, it does soak up the broth when you are making soups and stews. So I did go ahead and add another 2 cups of water. Probably in a day or so, I do have more broth. Probably will end up adding more of that as well once it sit overnight. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you guys in another video really, really soon. Bye, guys. You like it?
Yes, it's really good. I really like the spinach. It's my favorite part.
So there you have it, guys. She likes it. Bye, y'all.